In this video, we're going to take a look at the 10 Times Planner by Cardone. Now, while this is called a planner, I really think it's more of a journal because it only lasts for 60 days and it doesn't have any monthly spreads or weekly spreads. It is a two pages per day layout. So for me, it's very much a journal. You would need quite a few of these, probably about 6 of them if you wanted it to last an entire year. They are quite thin, as you can see, and it has a chipboard cover, so it is quite lightweight, especially for the size. It is about 7 inches wide by 10 inches high. So the planner is not terribly pretty, as you can tell. I feel like it's more marketed towards people working in sales or like entrepreneurs or business people who aren't really interested in all the nice pretty planners that are out there these days and just want something really simple to basically have a really organized and focused to-do list and then incorporate your goals and schedule everything out. The reason I say it's quite a simple planner, not only because of like the lack of color and decoration and things, but also because these are the only 2-page layouts you'll see in the entire journal. He kind of switches between calling it a planner and a journal, so I'll probably be switching between the two as well in this video. You can see it's the same thing repeated the whole way through. So there is a little video that you can access via the QR code that's printed on the front page of the book, and in that video Grant Cardone, the creator, says that you should put in like everything. You should make sure that every single part of these pages are filled up, that there should be no white space left, and that it's better to overcommit and then under-deliver. I can kind of see the benefits of doing that. If you're someone that's really struggling to get anything done, that probably would be a beneficial approach, but I can also see how that would get a bit overwhelming after a while. Like if you're doing that every single day and then you might feel like you're not really achieving anything, and it might be a bit demotivating. So I personally would not use this planner every single day. I would probably only use it maybe once a week when you have a really productive, like maybe a batch day, or on a weekend. But I think if you use it every day, it would get a bit draining. It would also be quite expensive. So for being only a 60-day journal, this is a bit exy in my opinion. And the cost, if you need to buy 6 to use it every day of the year, will actually end up being either about the same or more than, for me, a much prettier and personalized planner. So I'll have all those price details and things down below because they do have some discounts depending on how many you buy. So you can, make that decision yourself if you think it's worth it. The other thing I would say is I don't think this planner is going to suit everyone. So for me personally, another reason why I wouldn't use it every single day is because it only has this day to a page or daily layout. It doesn't have any weekly spreads. It doesn't have any sort of monthly overview where you can, corral like all your list of projects or things. And I feel like things can get lost when I only use a day to a page layout. So I kind of don't like that part of it. I do wish that there was some kind of overall like master goals list or separate, project planning pages in addition to these daily. And then I think the planner would be much more useful for me anyway. I will say I do like that the planner is undated, so you can stop and start using it whenever you like. If you only used it once a week, then this journal would last you an entire year, and then it would be, in my opinion, much more affordable. So the daily schedule is a little different. It's given in 3-hour increments, and I actually quite like that approach and might incorporate that into my own daily spread if I'm using it on a weekend, because I think that's good time blocking. There is a fair bit of space to write, and if you have small handwriting, you could probably divide the page into 2, because remember it's a 7 inches wide by 10 inches high planner, which is quite large, so you can fit a lot in there if you wanted to. And you could always do like work and personal and separate your day out like that. Then one other thing that is kind of unique is that he tells you to write your goals down twice. So I can see why you would want to do that, for repetition and things, but I can also see how that would get quite time consuming if you want to fill out every single part of the page and you're writing goals down twice. And I don't know if I'd bother doing that. I'd probably just do it once, but that is why it's written in there 2 sections. It's not a typo or a printing error or anything. He's done it deliberately. The section for quote of the day targets successes, and that's why I feel like it's very much like a business focused journal. So other people who might benefit, I think a student, this would be quite helpful if you're studying and you're managing a part-time job, if you are starting a side hustle in addition to your day job, if you're someone who maybe wants to just have a few like productivity focused days a week, but obviously isn't going to just have your whole life focused around work, which I feel like this planner very much so is. So take that what you will. I know this wasn't a terribly positive review, but again, personal opinion. I'm sure someone else has done a different review and thinks the planner is great. I have not tried it, albeit. So I would probably take elements of this layout and then apply it in my own spreads. So that is what I would probably recommend that someone does. Try out the journal for the 60 days. If you found it useful, great, then keep buying it and using it. But otherwise, maybe take elements of it and adapt it into your own productivity focus planner, because you'll notice that this doesn't include things like meals. It doesn't include things like exercise. It's not categorized. It's very much open-ended, and I find if I have those specific categories, then I will actually do those things. Otherwise, I'll tend to kind of like forget, and it'll just end up being like a big to-do list of tasks rather than having a bit of like work-life balance. So anyway, that's just me. I hope you found this review helpful. I'll have all those links, including like pricing and everything, in the blog post, which will be down below.